Welcome back to another episode of the Natty Teacher. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is like my third time doing this intro here. I keep on slipping up, so I'm just going to run with this. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm, of course, your host, the Natty Teacher. And today, we got a leg day on the docket, our leg B session, our second leg workout of our training week, which means tomorrow we got a nice, well-earned rest day. But we haven't earned it quite yet. We got to get in the gym and crush it to officially have that feeling of being able to earn that rest day. We haven't earned it as of yet, but we absolutely will. So what are we looking at for our session today? We're going to get in there, of course, do some mobility work, get the legs nice and warmed up and ready to rock, and then we will get going on some lying hamstring curls. So we'll build up to top set, back off set there. Again, top set, we're looking for that 6 to 8 rep range. Back off set, that 8 to 10 or so rep range would be ideal. So we got to, kind of be leery of the weights we're using for that, if we will. Excuse me. Then today it's a little bit different. Today we're actually going to be kind of front loading the hamstring work, and then so it's going to be like front loading hamstring and then quad and then our calf work. So we're going to be doing our stiff-legged deadlifts second rather than third. Then we're going to go on to leg press after that, just some good old close foot leg press for, again, much more quad biased. After that, we will go into our single leg extensions, and then we have calves. And that'll be it. That's the session. So it's 5 exercises, 2 hamstring, 2 quad, 2 hamstring, 2 quad, 1 calf movement. And that will, again, kind of comprise our session. So it's going to be a great one for sure. But I have a little bit of a supplement review here for you. Now, I saw these at Kroger, and I was like, I don't know if I had ever seen these before. I'm assuming they obviously have existed at some point based on the flavor name, but I was unsure. I don't like to do a ton of caffeine directly before I work out. I only usually ever have maybe 100 to 200 milligrams tops. A lot, a good chunk of the time I don't have any. But today, because I have a little bit of a drive on my leg B sessions, I always have, and sometimes even on my push B sessions too, because that's also kind of where I drive to a further gym. I'll have a little bit of caffeine on my way there, just to kind of get that little energy spike after getting out of work. So this one's really small. It's only 100 milligrams of caffeine, and I've had one before. Man, I'll tell you what, it's really dang good. It is the Ghost OG, the original formula. So it's like got a little smiley face on there. It kind of reminds me of if you remember, I don't even know if they sell these anymore. I don't think they do, because I remember them years ago, the Rise Smarties flavored drinks. The Rise Smarties were really good. I really liked the Rise Smarties drinks. Again, I don't even think they're sold anymore. But at least I haven't seen them. Maybe they are. But this literally tastes like ground up, carbonated Smarties. I think it's really good. That's very, I don't know. I really like it. I always kind of liked Smarties growing up as a kid. And so this absolutely hits the spot. And like I said, the nice thing, kind of like a citrusy Smartie flavor. But the nice thing is, again, it's only 100 milligrams of caffeine. So it's not like anything that's going to drive me up the wall or anything, kind of give me just that nice, smooth little energy kick, going into a big leg day. So, yeah. I still, of course, have my regular, non-stim pre-workout with my creatine mixed in and all that kind of fun jazz that I'll, get down a few minutes before I get to the gym. But this is just something I'll kind of sip on for the next few minutes and go from there. I kind of hope they make these in full-size cans. Maybe they do somewhere. But I'm hoping that they end up making these in full-size cans. Yeah, sorry, we got people that need to be going around. Yeah, there we go. Because this flavor is solid. I would dig it if they made the regular 200 milligram cans, full-size cans in this bad boy. I'd be super stoked about that. Sorry, that was kind of a weird stop there. Yeah. So regardless, I'm going to sip on this, for the next couple minutes here, probably pop on a podcast and get to the gym, get warmed up, get ready to rock and roll, and go from there. So, yeah, let's get it. So it'll be top set of lying hamstring curls. That'll be the first movement that we'll get into. Sorry, kind of had a weird transition there. And that top set will be coming at you post mobility work right about now.
All right, so to get us started here, we have some good old lying hamstring curls. Now, I was super happy with this top set and my back off set, really, because we're trying to go to straight sets, top sets, a straight set of like 6 to 8 reps or so for a top set, and then a back off set for that within that 8 to 10 rep range. Excuse me here. But yeah, it felt really good. I believe this was like a 5 or maybe even like a 7.5 pound jump from the week previous. I'm not sure, but yeah, it felt really, really good. Felt smooth, and we're able to get 6 pretty concise, solid reps here without had a little bit of a break there, as you can see. So this weight will probably be one that we will stay at and try to hit straight. Then some good old stiff-legged deadlifts here. We got 375 on the bar. Now, I will say this, watching this back and also just based on kind of the feedback my body has been giving me, I'm excited, and it's kind of a new adventure, for a lack of better terms, and every once in a while I will rotate these exercises. But we're starting to get to that point now where this weight's getting pretty dang heavy, obviously. Not ridiculously world record-breakingly heavy by any means, but regardless, we are going to be going back to barbell RDLs and kind of try to keep a little bit more tension on the hamstrings more than anything else. I felt like I was using a little bit too much lower back and all that, but regardless, still super happy with this. Ended up doing a back off set with 335 for 8. So yeah, right where I'd want to be. Then some good old close foot leg press here. As you can see, the range of motion is ridiculously insane. Actually, almost a little bit too much. I will say on my on my second set, I was able to kind of lock in and keep a little bit more tension on my quads. But still very happy with this. And I did switch the order of my stiff-legged deadlifts and leg press, and still was actually able to take progressions on both of those movements. So I added, I think, 5 pounds onto this one. And felt really, really good. Felt really smooth. I think we did 2 sets of 8 with this weight here with, like I said, a 5 pound jump from the previous week. So, super happy with that. And, excuse me, on and on here. Yeah, felt really good. I'm laying on the bed doing this recording here. That was probably a silly mistake of mine. It's nighttime and I'm laying on the bed and my body's like, yeah, let's go to sleep. But regardless, you can see I'm kind of hyping myself up here. Felt really good, and even with this pretty extended range of motion, was able to crank out some progress, so I was super happy with that. Anyways, after that, getting towards the tail end of the session here, we got some single leg extensions. I will say this was the last thing that I filmed. Again, keeping everything in that 8 to 10 rep range or so for the top sets, really trying to load that rectus femoris, the part of the quad that gives it that split. I will say my range of motion on the second set was a little bit cleaner for sure. Got a little bit higher up there a little bit. But yeah.
Leg B session in the books. Wowza. Woo! Yet again, folks, the streak continues. I feel like it's been this way for quite some time in my off season now. Phenomenal session. Phenomenal session. Tough session, mind you. Very tough session, but phenomenal all the same. Great stuff, man. Crushed it. I will say, just so you guys know, I did not, I actually did throw in my dumbbell walking lunges as my 5th exercise. So there was actually 6 total exercises. I just did 1 set. So I just do like 20 total reps, so 10 reps per leg. Just kind of a nice way to do kind of a weighted stretch, for lack of better terms, through the quads and hams and glutes, get them firing a little bit. I've been kind of just adding like 10 pounds until I can't do it for 10 reps per leg in a row. So I just use like the 50s today, for example, and then we're going to jump that up next time to the 60s. And I feel like the 60s is where we're going to start to get into, especially that being like my 5th exercise. Like I think we're going to start to get into some some challenges there for sure, but we'll find out. Anyways, phenomenal stuff, guys. I did not record the walking lunges, and I also did 3 working sets of some heavy toe press. So just so you guys know, so I know I had 4 of the exercises filmed, but I just wanted to make sure that I kept you in the loop with that. So not a whole lot to say, man. It was a great session. You can tell my allergies have all of a sudden, I don't know why, the last little bit have been getting me. Last few minutes, all of a sudden I noticed my allergies just kind of hit me. But yeah, regardless, phenomenal session. Had my post-workout meal with me, thankfully, because it is like 7 o'clock at night. So that was meal 5. I have 1 more meal that I'll eat right around 9 o'clock, maybe a few minutes thereafter, and go from there. Sorry, I got like there we go, piece of green bean or a piece of pineapple, something stuck up in the gums, but I got it. So That's all I got, man. If you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me in the continued growth of the channel, guys. Really is very motivating for me to see that, subscription number continue to grow and grow. Makes it a lot easier for me to continue to pump out high quality content for you. So again, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and following along and going from there. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in and for subscribing. Make sure you like and share the video, of course, only if you liked it. Let your friends know about the Natty Teacher. Drop any comments, questions, or feedback you got for me in the woo! Oh, juicy. Ew. Did you see that bad boy? Woo! That was a juicy one. Drop any comments, questions, or feedback you got for me down in the comments section below. Told you my allergies were getting me. I could feel that sneeze just rising through the system, man. Just rising through the system. I gotta get some gas. Yeah, drop any comments, questions, or feedback you got for me down in the comments section below. And hey, man, most importantly, to all y'all out there, God bless. And for myself, the Natty Teacher, and from the whole Natty family, this episode of Road to Natty Pro is out. I will catch y'all on the next one.